Good morning, everybody. It is a beautiful, beautiful day. It is June 18th, 2024, Tuesday. So shout out to it, getting through the week. God is great, man. Welcome back to the Daily Dose, the number one daily morning mastermind for those trying to elevate and grow in your personal, professional, spiritual, entrepreneur journey, right? We're just growing each and every day. So let me just hop right into the verse of the week. First Peter chapter 4, verse 10. Each of you should use whatever gift you have received to serve others as faithful stewards of God's grace in its various forms. Let's break this down again. Each of you should use whatever gift you have received to serve others as faithful stewards of God's grace in its various forms. We all have a gift that we should be using. We all have a gift that we should be sharing with the world, and especially to serve others, right? And as faithful stewards, God gave us a gift to be a steward of it. He didn't give us a gift for us to just chill on it, to just sleep on it, to just uh sit on the gift, right? We got to use the gift and in its various forms. Understand that you need to be able to understand your gift, and you need to be able to lock into all the different ways that your gift can be produced into the world, because we are human beings. We're multifaceted individuals. We are not just one dimensional. We have a gift, and our gift can serve others in the world in so many different forms. We just have to tap into that. We have to tap into our gifts. We have to tap into how we can do it. And we have to remember God gave us these gifts. God gave us these gifts so that we can be the best that we can be, and we can live out the purpose that He put in our life, right? He didn't give us the gifts for us. He gave us the gift to manifest His purpose. So we got to use it. We are here as a tool for God to use. So we just got to remember that, right? So that's the verse of the week. Today we're going to hop into a topic in business and in your professional journey. And it's just something I went through, saying multiple times in my life, in my journey. And I'm sure many people have, but it's recovering from failure, right? How, like, when you mess up in business or in your career, how do you recover from that? What are the steps to do that? Want to make sure that we're locked in on that, because it's going to happen sometimes. We're not perfect. We're going to make mistakes sometimes. We might mess up a client order. We might uh make a drastic mistake on a project at work. Is so many different things that can happen, but we got to remember that those things happen sometimes, and we just got to understand how to recover from it. So number one, first thing we got to do with anything is take accountability, take ownership of the mistake, take ownership of the flaw, take ownership of coming up short, whatever it is that you did. Like I said, in your business or in your career, you got to take accountability for it, because once you own it, now you can control it. Now you can recover from it. Now you can move past it, right? But when you try to take the blame and put it on somebody else, it's somebody else has that control. But now you got to take control of the situation, of the mistake, and make sure that you are just owning up to it as an individual. Number two, analyze the cause. How did you make this mistake? Backtrack your steps. How did this come to be? Right? What are the steps, or what are the things that happened that made you um mess up? What are some things that took place? Did you forget to put something on your calendar? Did you mess up, one of the steps that you used to do in your process? Did you um put down the wrong location, right? Or did you take too long? Did you put down the wrong date, or what something was supposed to be due, right? Did you send the email to the wrong person? Like whatever it is, analyze the cause and understand that, because without analyzing the cause of it, then you more than likely repeat that same mistake. So analyze how you made that mistake so you won't do it again. Next, develop an action plan. Once you know how you messed up, now you can create a plan to make sure you don't mess up or make the same exact mistake in the future. Because more than likely, we're just gonna keep messing up. That's a part of life. You know what I'm saying? We have ups, we have downs. We're gonna be doing very great, and sometimes we're gonna make mistakes. But we want to develop an action plan so we won't make the same mistakes again. That's highly, highly important. Communicate with everybody, communicate with every stakeholder that maybe have been impacted by your mistake, the client, your employees, your coworkers, your manager, the CEO of your company, whatever the case may be. Communicate with all stakeholders that could have been impacted by the mistake. Let them know what happened, let them know why it happened, and let them know that it won't happen again. Focus on solutions, right? Do not dwell on the mistake. Okay, it happened, right? I own it. I take accountability for it. If you at work and it wasn't like the worst mistake in the world to where you got fired, or to where in your business you about to get sued, it just wasn't a drastic mistake like that. Even if it is, you got to believe in God, trust in God that you can come back from that as well. And you want to focus on solutions. Like, what's the next step? Right? It's nothing too big for God. We want to focus on solutions, making sure that we can operate in the best possible space that we can be. Focus on solutions moving forward. And the solution part is fixing the mistake. We understand how we won't make the mistake again, but now how do we fix the mistake? How do we correct it? How do we ensure that the client, that our manager, our CEO, that our co-workers, anything, how do we fix the mistake that we made? That's the focus on solutions part. We're correcting the mistake. Get feedback, right? Get feedback on how the mistake impacted them, right? How do you think how they think you could not have done it again? Like where do they think the mess up occurred from? Or just regardless, just get some type of feedback from any of the stakeholders, any people that were involved in that, right? Obtain that feedback. And then lastly, execute your plan. Execute the plan, execute your action plan of how you won't do it again, execute your solutions plan on how you're going to fix the mistake. Both of these, this is key, but this is really the steps that you got to take whenever you mess up in business or in your career. It is simple, but sometimes we can make mistakes and we can just, think it's the end of the world. I know I've been there. It's not easy. It's hard to get out of that mindset sometimes, especially when you feel like you made a big mistake, or if you made a whole bunch of small mistakes and you might have just had a bad week. You could have been in a slump and you were just making mistake after mistake after mistake. But we got to come out of that, take accountability. Okay, boom, analyze the cause. Why was this happening? And then we got to go from there. Focus on the future, focus on solutions, and just be better. That's all we can do, right? We can't go back in the past and change it. So all we can do is be better. Lastly, and this is so important, document your journey for the future. This is going to help your employees. This is going to help yourself, your business. This is going to help your career, and it's going to help your coworkers. When you document your journey for the future, this is it's how you elevate. It's how you take it to the next level. Because now, especially in business, this is called lessons learned. So you will document, okay, this is the mistake I made. This is, like you said, why I made the mistake. This is how I plan to fix the mistake. This is how I plan to never let this mistake happen again. But now it's all documented. So now you can go back and look like, okay, you can share this so your employee won't make the same mistake, right? There's already going to be in there for them to not make the same mistake. So that's how you recover from failure, recover from mistakes in business or in your career. Next, for self-development, I just wanted to go over a few Bible verses, man, top Bible verses for self-development. Top Bible verses for self-development. These are the ones that um they just go over improving yourself and really help you. When you read these scriptures, they help you understand, like, okay, I can be better. Number one, Romans chapter 12, verse 2. Do not conform to the patterns of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. All right. We got to remember, like, if we're trying to elevate, we cannot be so tapped into this world. We got to heighten our spiritual sense. We got to heighten our physical sense. We can't just, if we're trying to be better, not better like a better person than people, but if we're trying to be better for ourselves, we can't do the same things that everybody else do. We can't just go to work, come home, watch TV all day. You know, we got to go to the gym. We got to eat healthy. We got to watch productive things on TV, right? We have to read, right? We can't do the same thing that everybody else doing. Majority of America, majority of the world are not trying to better themselves every day, but we are. So do not conform to the patterns of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. Second one, James chapter 1, verse 2 through 4. Consider it pure joy, my brothers and sisters, whenever you face trials of many kinds, because you know that the testing of your faith produces perseverance. Let perseverance finish its work so that you may be mature and complete, not lacking anything, right? We have to perseverance is one of the strongest things that we can have in the world. And once we build up our perseverance muscle, we can do anything. Because as we go through life, there are going to be setbacks, there are going to be trials, there are going to be situations that make us want to quit and give up. But because you know that the testing of your faith produces perseverance, right? And don't run from it. Don't ask God to take it away. Ask God to help you push through it. So perseverance, like it's the verse say, can finish its work so that you can level up and become better. If we get into the middle of battle and then we just like, yo, I can't even, I'm just about to exit left, right? Then we just gonna have to go right back into that same battle again because we never got through it, right? We gotta let whatever it is happening, let it happen. Go through it, push through it, and get better and stronger. Next verse, 2 Corinthians chapter 5, verse 17. Therefore, if anyone is in Christ, the new creation has come, the old has gone, the new is here. It's just once again letting us know that once we tap in with God, tap in with Jesus, like you know what I'm saying, we're really brand new. We got to let that old life go. And that's the same thing for building ourselves up. We got to remember that every single day we have the opportunity to let the past go. We have the opportunity to let a new day come in, usher itself in, and just attack the day. We have to let the old go and let the new come in. Proverbs chapter 27, verse 17. As iron sharpens iron, friend sharpens friend. We have to have that good support system around us. We have to have people that we can go to help us become better. We have to have people and we have to be that person as well. You don't want to be talking about iron sharpens iron, you going to somebody um and you soft like rubber. You know what I'm saying? Like you got to be sharp as well so you can sharpen somebody. So we got to have sharp people around us. We got to be sharp ourselves so that we can just all help people just sharpen, right? We can help our network, our friends, our circle, and we can just keep getting better. Philippians 4:13. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Just remember, as you going through life, as we developing ourselves every single day, God is with us, Jesus is with us, and we can do all things, right? We can do all things because God is on our side. Jesus got our back. We can do all things. They got to remember that. So no matter how hard life gets, no matter how difficult or no matter how big your dream is, you got to remember you can do all things. This is a key Bible verse, super popular, but once you really think about it, it's very powerful to think I can do all things. You know what I'm saying? Like I can do anything. Anything I want to do, you can do it. So just remember that. And then lastly, Psalms 139, verse 14. I praise you because I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Just remember, God created us in his image. That's what it say in the Bible. God created us in his image. So we got to remember we are many versions of God. You know what I'm saying? God just like, you know what? Let me make these humans. We're going to make them, you know, kind of have some of the same things that I got. No, they're not going to be me, but they're going to be part of me. So God handcrafted you to be you, right? And no single person on this earth is the same. God put you here for a reason. God put you here for a purpose. You have all the tools already. As soon as you're born, you have everything you need to become everything that you need to be. right? As far as internally, you have the ability to become who you need to be, right? So remember that we are fearfully and wonderfully made. God took time to think about who we are, who we're going to become, the type of person that we was going to be, and the mission that we was going to be put on earth to do. So just remember that every single day. That should give you, these verses should give you encouragement. These verses should give you wisdom. These verses should give you um confidence in God to just keep growing and elevating every single day. But yeah, I hope this bless you, and we'll wrap it up for today. It's gonna just have a great Tuesday. We'll be right back at it.